Good morning. It's March 22nd, 2025. And today I'm going to be reading lesson 81. It's actually a review section. So I'm going to be reading the introduction to the review section and then the lesson 81. And this is review number 2. So I'll just get started. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you for being here. Review number 2, introduction. We are now ready for another review. We will begin where our last review left off and cover 2 ideas each day. The earlier part of each day will be devoted to one of these ideas and the latter part of the day to the other. We will have one longer exercise period and frequent shorter ones in which we practice each of them. The longer practice periods will follow this general form. Take about 15 minutes for each of them and begin by thinking about the ideas for the day and the comments that are included in the assignments. Devote some 3 or 4 minutes to reading them over slowly several times if you wish, and then close your eyes and listen. Repeat the first phrase or the first phase of the exercise period if you find your mind wandering, but try to spend the major part of the time listening quietly but attentively. There is a message waiting for you. Be confident that you will receive it. Remember that it belongs to you and that you want it. Do not allow your intent to waver in the face of distracting thoughts. Realize that whatever form such thoughts may take, they have no meaning and no power. Replace them with your determination to succeed. Do not forget that your will has power over all fantasies and dreams. Trust it to see you through and carry you beyond them all. Regard these practice periods as dedication to the way, the truth, and the life. Refuse to be sidetracked under detours, illusions, and thoughts of death. You are dedicated to salvation. Be determined each day not to leave your function unfulfilled. Reaffirm your determination in the shorter practice periods as well, using the original form of the idea for the general applications and more specific forms when needed. Some specific forms are included in the comments which follow the statements and the ideas. These, however, are merely suggestions. It is not the particular words you use that matter. Alright, this is lesson 81. Our ideas for review today are: I am the light of the world. How holy am I, who have been given the function of lighting up the world? Let me be still before my holiness. In its calm light, let all my conflicts disappear. In its peace, let me remember who I am. Some specific forms for applying this idea when special difficulties seem to arise might be: let me not obscure the light of the world in me. Let the light of the world shine through this appearance. This shadow will vanish before the light. And this is the next. Like it said, there's 2 primary exercises or thoughts each day. So lesson 81 is I am the light of the world, and forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. So I just read the sub-paragraph, or the paragraph below, I am the light of the world. Now I'll read the paragraph below, forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. It is through accepting my function that I will see the light in me, and in this light will my function stand clear and perfectly unambiguous before my sight. My acceptance does not depend on my recognizing what my function is, for I do not yet understand forgiveness. Yet I will trust that, in the light, I will see it as it is. Specific forms for using this idea might include: let this help me learn what forgiveness means. Let me not separate my function from my will. I will not use this for an alien purpose. Alright, I'm going to meditate on this. I am the light of the world. What does that mean to me? How do I root that in every fiber of my being? Really, the way that I feel most rooted in it is in thinking about what my function is. I think these lessons are put together well. I feel most grounded in remembering my purpose as the light of the world through remembering my function. Like if I'm going to say I'm the light of the world like that, without saying my function with that, it almost feels a little bit empty. So the next exercise that goes with it is forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. So they go really well together. So it kind of, I really am going to really focus on forgiveness as my function. It's really, let's focus on my function, my purpose. Listening to these birds. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. I guess what I can do to root that more is just remember what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. What is forgiveness? Forgiveness is the recognition that what I thought my brothers and sisters did to me has not occurred. Forgiveness doesn't pardon sin, therefore making it real. It sees that there was no sin at all, and in this view are all of my sins forgiven. What is sin except a false idea about God's son or daughter? Forgiveness recognizes the falsity of this idea and therefore lets it go. What then is free to take its place is now the will of God. An unforgiving thought is one which makes a judgment that it will not raise to doubt or question, although the thought is not true. The mind is closed and therefore will not be released. The unforgiving thought protects the projections that it makes and tightens its chains in the mind, creating distorted thoughts about the experience of life, therefore distorting the experience of life. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is still and quietly does nothing. It offends no aspect of reality, nor seeks to twist it to appearances it likes, and merely looks and waits and judges not. He who would not forgive himself must judge, for he must justify his failure to forgive. But he who would forgive himself must learn to welcome the truth exactly as it is. So do nothing then, and let forgiveness show me what to do through him who is my guide, my savior, my protector, who is strong in hope and certain of my ultimate success. He has forgiven me already, for such is his function given him by God. Now must I share in this function and forgive whom he has saved, whose sinlessness he sees, and whom he honors as God's son. That's that. I just recited something from this book. That's from this book. I memorized it like some while ago. But yeah, that's what forgiveness is for me, according to this book. That's what forgiveness is according to me and according to this book. So what really stuck out to me in what I just recited about forgiveness is forgiveness is still and quietly does nothing. It offends no aspect of reality, nor seeks to twist it to appearances it likes. It merely looks and waits and judges not. That should be like my guiding star. Seriously, just the remembrance that forgiveness is still and quietly does nothing. And that, sets me free from pretty much every situation and gives me time to get back to my focus in the course. It's actually really, really good. And it also reminds me of the exercise to give and to receive are one in truth. Like if I give you stillness, I'll receive stillness. If I give you truth, I'll receive truth. Like to give and to receive are one in truth. And that's another thought in this book. To give and to receive are one in truth. The light vision depends upon this idea, for the light is in it. What is the light except the resolution, born of peace, of all my conflicts and mistaken thoughts into one concept, which is wholly true. Even that one concept will disappear because the thought behind it will appear. Wait, hold on, wait. To give and to receive are one in truth. Vision depends upon today's idea, for the light is in it. What is the light except the resolution, born of peace, of all my conflicts and mistaken thoughts into one concept, which is wholly true. Even that one concept, which is wholly true. Wait. I don't remember that one all the way. And I'd have to get on my phone, which is where you're at, in order to be able to access it. So I'm not going to be able to remember where it is right now. But anyway, to give and to receive are one in truth. You know, like when I give something, in order to give it, I have to first have it. So in order to have it, I have to give it. Having and giving go hand in hand. You give forgiveness, you receive forgiveness. It's just like when you give freedom, you receive freedom. You know, it's all. There's a whole big long thing that I recited or remembered a while back that I'm not remembering right now that basically articulates how that process works. That giving and receiving are one in truth. True light that makes true vision possible is not the light the body's eyes behold. It is a state of mind that has become so unified that darkness cannot be perceived at all. What is the same seems one. What is not the same goes unnoticed, for it is not even there. This is the light that shows no opposites, and vision, being healed, has the power to heal. This is the light that brings my peace of mind to other minds to share and be glad that they are one with me, with you, and with themselves. This is the light that heals because it brings a singular perception based on one frame of reference from which one meaning comes. Here, in this singular perception based on one frame of reference from which one meaning comes, it is understood that giving and receiving are both but different aspects of one thought, whose truth does not depend on which seems to come in first or which appears to come in second place. Here, in the singular perception based on one frame of reference from which one meaning comes, it is understood that giving and receiving are both but different aspects of one thought, whose truth does not depend on what seems to come in first or second place. Here is understood that both giving and receiving occur together, so the thought remains complete. And in this understanding is the base in which all opposites are reconciled because of the singular perception based on one frame of reference from which one meaning comes. Something like that. It's generally what it is. Here, in the singular perception based on the one frame of reference from which one meaning comes, it is understood that giving and receiving are both but different aspects. Giving and receiving are both different aspects of one thought. Different sides of the same coin. Different aspects of one thought, whose truth, forgiveness, no, not forgiveness, but vision, true vision, is the recognition of the light. Vision, light. This is the light that shows no opposites, and vision, being healed, has the power to heal. This is the light that brings my peace of mind to other minds, to share and be glad that they're one with me, with you, and then with themselves. This is the light that heals because it brings a singular perception. This is the one for a reference from which one counts. It's understood that we're receiving different aspects. Giving and receiving occur together. When you give, it's just, the book goes more in depth. I'll get to it eventually. I've read it before. You've heard me talk about it before, most likely. So, yeah, I don't need to, like, there's a whole thing in this book that talks about the mechanics of how giving and receiving different aspects of one thought and how that actually works. I can try to talk about it from the way that I would think about it on my own right now. How are giving and receiving different aspects of the same thing? Well, of the same thought. Basically, it's like the way that I would see it is the mind is whole and complete. Where does giving and receiving actually take place? This is what I think. This is how the mechanics of it works in my thought process. Where does giving and receiving actually take place? It takes place right here, right in the mind, right in your mind. That's where giving and receiving both take place. The light is being processed by your brain and telling you that something is being given and something is being received. And it's all happening simultaneously. Like, it's all happening in your mind, like in the mind. So in that giving and receiving are both happening in a whole space, they're happening simultaneously. So that's my experience of how giving and receiving are one in truth. I don't remember exactly what the book says, though. But anyway, I am the light of the world. Forgiveness, you are the light of the world. I am the light of the world, you are the light of the world, everyone is the light of the world. We are all the light of the world. We're all extensions of the divine mind, thoughts of God. I am the light of the world. You are the light of the world. Forgiveness is our function as the light of the world. Those are the ideas for today. I'm going to write them down. And then I'm going to go do my day. Alright, I am the light of the world, and forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. Thank you for joining me today on this journey. Thank you for being the light of the world. Thank you for bringing joy and peace and harmony and care and forgiveness and blessings and abundance and love everywhere you go. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.